Good morning, all of you. So we'll proceed with the work done by the different types of forces. Then we'll focus also today the conservative, non-conservative work done by non-conservative and conservative forces, and how to categorize the given force conservative, non-conservative using mathematical methods. This will be the discussion which we are going to do in today's class. Okay, first you get into the question. Question number 3. A force F equal to x square I cap, y square j cap, z square k cap, n is acting on a particle. The particle displaces from 0, 0 to 1, 1, 1. Find the work done by the force. Okay, look at the force. Is it a constant or variable? It's a variable force. So what we do is like, so what is the basic definition? The question number 3. Work done equal to F bar dot dr bar, because it is moving in a space, no? So write dr bar. Now what should be the limit? 0, 1, this one. So this will be 0, 0, 1, 1. So write expansion of this. X square I cap plus y square j cap dot. What is dr bar? Dx I cap dy j cap dz k cap. So the limits are 0, 0, 1, 1. Now the further expansion of this. I dot I will be 1. So this will be integral of x square dx 0 to 1. I dot j will be 0. I dot k will be 0. J dot j will be y square dy. So this should be x cube by 3, y cube by 3, z cube by 3. Now what are the limits? Limits are 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So this should be 1 by 3. Lower limit is 0, no? 1 by 3. So this everything will be 1 joule. Okay, fine. So if a variable force acts, that too the force is acting in a plane, no? So there's a method. Just as a mathematical. So today we'll just explore like different types of forces. Different types of forces, you can see that anything it can be. So you should be in a position to determine the work done. See, like this is all mathematics here. You may come across a situation. So usually what are the forces, like what we earlier did, problems, application of wedge constraint, that is the problem. It's only mathematical base. A student must have a basic idea for different types of forces, how to get the work done. This is the main purpose here. I'm making clear it's a just pure mathematical idea. Okay, now question number 4. Take that one. Here you see that earlier it was a three-dimensional force, no? Now the force is acting in a plane, in xy plane. Earlier it was acting in a space. So then there should be work done equal to F bar dot dr bar. So the limit will be 1, 1, 2, minus 1. So this will be 3x square y I cap dot dx I cap dy j cap. Then this will be here what you are going to write it here. 3x square y is there. So let's multiply this one. I dot I. So 3x square y dx plus x cube dy. So and the limit is further 1, 1, 2, minus 1. Now let's a bit difficulty you can see here. Look at the way you integrate terms. Dx square y dx x cube dy. how to overcome this particular situation. No? So there are two alternatives are there. Let me put both. So you look at this one, x cube dy, you expand it. What do you get? Expansion of x cube dy. X cube y. If I expand x cube y, so I'll just come out of the problem. So if there is a derivative of x cube y, what you can write it as? 3x square dx y plus x cube dy. Is it okay now? So what is this quantity now? So what you can write it as? So this bracket term, what you can replace? Derivative of x cube y, the total bracket term, I can replace as derivative of x cube y. So this should be work done equal to integral 1 comma 1 2 comma minus 1 derivative of x cube y. So what happens, sir? Dx all, everything I replaced with this particular quantity. The bracket is what I should replace with a derivative of x cube y. The integral and derivative will cancel out. Will end up with only x cube y. The limit are 1 comma 1 2 comma minus 1. So how to substitute this limit? Substitute the upper limits. The substitution of upper limit will be, in place of x, substitute 2 cube. Then minus. First upper limit I substituted, then the lower limit. Now I'll give color for the limits, so it'll be easy for you. I'm going to substitute the, so first upper limit, no, the red color. This will be 2 cube minus 1. Then substitute the lower limit. Lower limit is what? Value of x is 1, no? 1 cube. Value of y is minus 1. There's a method of searching for this. Call okay, the derivative and integral will cancel out. So I'll give this one. Derivative and integral both will cancel out. So finally, so how much we are getting? Minus 8, minus 8, minus 1, minus 9 joule. So this should be the our. So what is work done? Minus 9 joule is what? The answer. You may find little bit difficult, sir, how you can cancel the integration and derivative. As there's a partial derivative, it's a partial derivative method. Later on, I think in maths you are going to learn.
So it's 1 cube into 1.
1. No? Yeah. This is little bit, sir. We didn't understood, sir, what you made that integral and derivative. How you can cancel out? It's a integral and derivative. What happen? They are opposite of each other. Derivative what happen? Derivative means we are splitting up. We are expressing the variation. Integration means what happen? We are adding up that variation. So now, any alternative method, can you tell us a little bit, because we are not that good in mathematics to search. What is the meaning of this? What is the meaning of this integral of derivative of x cube? I will just explain the question number 4 by another method. So what actually meaning of this one? I'll add one page. Now we'll try to explore the meaning of this one. So I'll bring back the question. I'll bring you the question. Or alternative method. Work done is equal to, what was the form? What was the question? Question was 3x square y the limit was 1 comma 1 2 comma minus 1. So here, what is the meaning of this? So you just keep it like this here. Integral of 3x square y dx plus x cube dy and 1 comma 1 2 comma minus 1. Let me rearrange this one. So it is actually 3y integral of x square dx. Definitely you can see that the way we write things, little bit confusion for everyone. That's why the mathematical approach was brought here. First, where you are at 1 comma 1. No? When you are at 1 comma 1, what is the value of y? The value of y is 1 and x is, you are moving along the x-axis where the displacement is from x equal to 1 to x equal to 2 meters. So what should be the limit? Limit will be from 1 to 2 meter. And what is the value of y? The value of y is 1. You able to get this? Initially where you are at 1 comma 1. You are at 1 comma 1. Then I'll integrate along x-axis. You see dx. So what should be the value of y? First I'll move along x-axis. So what is the value of y? Y will remain 1. So where all y is there, I should write 1. Then I'll integrate along x-axis. So 1 comma 2. So finally now where I arrived at 2 comma 1. After integration of this, I arrived at 2 comma 1. Then I'll integrate along y-axis. Then what is the value of x? The value of x is not 1, should be 2. So I should write here, this is 2. And this limit should be 1 comma minus 1. So next I'll substitute all the conditions what are there. So what is the value of y? Y is 1. This is 1 comma 2 x square dx. Then after integrating, what will happen? This x has become 2, no? 1 comma 2. So this is 2. Then 1 comma minus 1 dy. This is actually the meaning of that. Okay, this will be 3. This will become x cube by 3. 2. Integral, this will be y. 1 minus 1. 3 get cancelled, so this will become 9. I'll substitute the limit. So this will be 3 square minus 3 cube, 2 cube minus 1 cube, 2 into minus 1 minus of, let me substitute limit here. No, simplification of this will be 8 minus 1. This is how much? 2 minus of minus 4.
Sir, that is 2 cube, sir. X
2
cube
cube, no?
into
Let me check it. 3x square is there, no? Here x cube, no? Here. Okay, thank you. Some data missing. This will be how much? Will be 8, no? So this will be 8 into minus 2. Check it how much will come.
-9.
Minus 9 joule. Okay, are you able to understand? So this is little bit, you should be very alert here. So the value of y, because first I'm integrating along x, then 1 comma 2. What is the value of y? That should be substituted. Then I'll integrate along the y-axis. Then after integrating along x, you are at now what happen? First you'll integrate from 1 comma 2 along x. And what is the value of y? That should be substituted. Then you are where you are at 2 comma 1. So what is actually the path? The path is from 1 comma 1. What is the path? The path is, so here I think I'll give the explanation at least mathematically. So 1 comma 1, we are here. Then what we do? 1 comma 2 will go it. So like a 2 comma 1 will come. So 2 comma 1 will be here. Then afterwards happen, we'll go for 2 comma minus 1. So minus 1 will come here. So what is the path? The path is like this. You need not to, so that is actually the meaning. First you are integrating along x-axis, then integrating along y-axis. Okay, all of you. So I think which one you feel convenient. I think this derivative one much easier, no? Mathematically. The derivative one is much easier. Just bring the derivative, cancel integration derivative, substitute upper and lower limit. Or else you should go for the taking care of the limits. Okay, got the idea? So I'll go for the next one. Now, one more I'll give so that we'll finish off this particular model, that one. Huh? I'll give one more problem. It's available. First, we'll do that. So that will be easy for you. I think not available. I'll write down there only. Let's take one more problem. F is equal to the force F bar is equal to okay, this is the force F acting. Work done. Find the work done by the force in moving from 1 comma 0 to from A to B 2 comma minus 1 3. Okay, the same thing. Earlier it was like a plane, the force was acting in a plane. No, I just took the 3-dimensional one. Can you arrange for the derivative? You see, not possible, no? The derivative of some equation will end up this, not possible. Sometimes even that mathematical searching for the derivative also will not be available. So in that case, what we have to do, we have to just go back to the basics. Like, so first what happen, I'll integrate from 1 comma to 2. Then where I'll arrive at 2 comma 0 comma 2. Then I'll integrate along y-axis. Then finally I'll arrive at 2 comma minus 1 comma 2. Then I'll integrate along z-axis. So that directly, let me go for this. This is the basic formula. 1 comma 0 2, 2 comma minus 1 3. F bar dot dr bar. So this will be 4x square yz I cap x y square z j cap x y z cube k cap then so I dot I will be 0. So from that, so I will write on 4x square yz dx dy plus xy 1 0 comma 2. Okay, fine. So now we have to be very careful. Where you are starting at 1 comma 0 comma 2. No? So how the substitution of limits should be now. How the overall substitution of limits should be. So first what happened, in place of y, what you should write? Y as 0 and z as 2. Then the integrate along x from 1 comma 2. So 4. If I would have written directly, so below that I'll write that particular value of y and z. So it'll be easy for you that we have substituted that value. We ended up that one. So 1 comma 2 x square dx. Then x and z will outside y square dy. This will be 0 comma minus 1 x y outside z cube dz 2 comma 3. What should be the proportional values of this? Here the value of y should be 0, z should be 2. After integrating, what is the value of x? X will be 2 and the z will be 2. Then what is value of x? X will be 2 and y will be minus 1. So 0 comma 2, this quantity will be 0. So the expansion of this will be is equal to 4 into 0 2. Anyway, that because of 0, no, it'll get will total be 0, that one plus. This will be 2. I'll write down here. I'll write in next page. Okay, this should be w is equal to 4 into 0 2 1 comma 2 x square dx. So this I'll integrate. So after integrating, I'll get y cube then the value of x is 2, value of y is minus 1, 2 comma 3. Anybody substitute, and this will be 0, this will be 4 y cube by 3, 0 minus 1, this will be minus 2. Anybody value? I'll check.
Minus 33.83.
Minus 33.83. Just to see, there's a meaning of that one. What do you mean by integral f bar dot dr bar means there's a meaning. Mathematically, we have to explore like this. You get such a big, okay, here to the power of 4 is there, no? Minus 33.83.
83.
So if you don't like this method, search any other method. That's all, no? There's a basic definition of this one. Say what is work done f bar dot s bar. The definition itself is saying you should integrate like this. Since we didn't bother to define it properly, we think that okay, something there's an unwanted thing we brought in. There's a basic definition of work done. Are you getting all of you? F bar dot dr bar means there's a meaning. Since we know formula, what is the formula we know? F bar dot ds, F bar dot s bar. So we think, okay, that is the end of the story. No, this is actually the meaning of F bar dot s bar or F bar dot dr bar. Okay, got this. So that limits what happen I'm showing, then I'm directly writing one step here. So first you are integrating along x, then along y, along z. Proportionally, the limits you have to change when you're integrating for y, you have to take care about the limit of x, the position of x. X what happen after integrating along x-axis first, 1, 2. So where you are now, you are actually, you are at 1, 0, 2. First you will integrate, then you will arrive at 2, 0, 2. What is actually in stepwise it is like this. First 1, 0, 2. Then you will arrive at 2, 0, 2. Then what happens? You are going to integrate. Then you will arrive at 2, minus 1, 3. Then you are going to integrate. Finally, you will arrive at this one. This is actually the method. Along x-axis it is, along y-axis, along z-axis. Come for this next problem. So, read the question. The block moves on a circular path of radius r. I'll magnify the question. And the block moves along circular path of radius. Find the work done by the force F in one complete rotation.
Sir, why it is not 0? Displacement is 0, right, sir, in circle?
Okay, read the question. Read the question. Read the question. Read the question. Work out. No, why you are making guess of the things. Analyze. Ramachandra Reddy, why you are? Is it a history class? Is it a history class? Is it a physics class? No, you are supposed to analyze by seeing how you can just predict, answer something and all. Work out mathematically. Just by seeing how you get science and technology, I don't know, there's a wrong way of learning things, no? Better analyze, read question,
Okay, sir.
analyze, try it. Huh?
Okay, sir.
I want you to think, you are running away from thinking. That's the problem. Huh?
Okay, sir.
So don't get hurt because I want you to become best engineer. So that's what, see, like I should not make you happy, all of you. If I make you very happy, then you'll not become engineer. You should be unhappy. You should be under pressure. You should feel like, why the hell I took ITJ coaching? Then only your brain is working, no? Are you getting that one? If I just make you happy, I just teach you small problems, all definition type, memory based, you feel very happy, you learned it. But I should teach such a way that where you should feel hell. Your mind, what happens, should break up into parts. Then only what happens, you'll become engineer, no? Things will not come very easily. Huh? We must put effort. There's no other way that one. So therefore, my method maximum students what happen, they hate me. To be frank, they hate me. So when you get into IIT, then you feel, okay, one fellow really helped us a lot. Because see, my duty is to put pressure on you. Means like not like pressure is not something depression like that. The scientific pressure, forcibly making you to think. So what all is scolding, it is for your scientific upliftment only, not like I got irritated something. Nothing. I have enough patience. Even you can ask 100 questions, I'll explain. There's no problem with that. Okay, let's do one thing. Circular path. Let's draw the circular path first. Then we'll get some idea what actually this is. That's all. No. So the best thing is like it's saying circular path. We'll draw one circle. We'll see. Okay, this is the x-axis is telling, because the force is I cap j cap telling, no, so I'll assume the unit vectors. So this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis, where the particle is moving. There's a particle of mass m. Then look at the force minus I cap. So root of x square plus y square, shall I write it as r? It's a circle, no? So I'll define the coordinates. You know enough of geometry. So this is x comma y. So what is this distance? X comma y. So what is r? R square should be equal to x square plus y square. So this force, what happened? I'll just write it in simplified way so that I'll get some confidence. Is it okay now? It is something like this. And the block moves on a circular path of radius r. So the block is here. So we'll take this initial point. It will go around this one. This is the path. So look at that force here. Put y equal to, put x equal to 0. Put x equal to 0. X equal to 0 and y equal to r. So we'll be at point A, no? At point A, how the force will be acting? Put x equal to 0. Put x equal to 0. Or say put x equal to r, y equal to 0. Tell me how the force is acting. So at point A, I'll just try to define A, B, C. So at point A. At point A, what are the coordinates? X equal to r, y equal to 0. No? So what is the force at point A? Will be the same force at point A. How it will be directing? Will be k j cap. K is not some constant here. K equal to k is not k cap here. K j cap it is. So the force, how it will be directed? It will be directed like this. No, let's look at point B now. It's all about mathematics or coordinate geometry, nothing to do with physics. What is the value of x? X will be how much will be? So x equal to y. So some values it will come. X non-zero, y non-zero. So definitely the force will be acting in this direction. It will be tangential. And then at C will go for it. At C, what is the value of x? X is 0, y is r, no? So look at that force, F is equal to What is the value of y? X equal to 0, value of y is r, no? So the force will be minus k I cap. This is Fc. So how the force will act? The force will act in this direction. At all the points, how the force is acting. What is the magnitude of force at B? Anybody? At B, the force is this one only, no? The given equation only. At B is what? The given equation only I should write here. This one only I should write at B, no? Now look at this. This is the force at B. Take the magnitude of this. Anybody magnitude? How much will get? Equal to K only. So what is the magnitude of this? Equal to K. What is the magnitude of this? K. Look at this. Is it constant or variable force? Constant force. So when what is the display? What is the distance covered? Find the work done by the force F in one complete rotation. So then how much of distance it is? 2 pi r. So let me take this length as ds. And how the force and the force will act tangential to the path everywhere. So therefore the work done, I think I'll end up here only the problem. Yeah. So dw equal to F into ds. K into ds. 0 to 2 pi r. So K into ds 0 to 2 pi r. So this should be our answer. I think we should really work out, no? It's not something like I'll substitute limit, I'll get answer. We should really work out.
Sir. Sir. Sir.
Yes, I'm listening, yeah.
Sorry, sir. There, why did you take the limits from 0 to 2 pi r, sir?
The force is constant, is acting tangential, then I'll do work. I'll pull the block. So look at the question. Find the work done by the force F in one complete rotation. One complete rotation, what is the distance? 2 pi r. Got it? So that I think whenever you get equation like this, so what you should give priority, you should try to understand the nature of force first. No, the mathematics. Don't bother integration. Don't bother integration. Integration is you can do it. So students, what happen? They directly come for integration, but you should look at the right side part. This is very important. You should analyze the nature of force. What actually the force is, how it is. Let's go for the next type of force. Get into the again read the question. So instead of doing that one, no, I am just explaining in terms of physics rather than mathematics. No, what actually how the force will act, how the path. This is what needed for us in physics. And now here also when the particle is taken from the point a comma 0 to the point 0 comma a along circular path. Again is bringing. So let's draw first one circle. This is x because it's telling I cap j cap, so I'll introduce the unit vectors. This is the x-axis, this is y-axis. So it's moving in a circular path of radius a. So this is a point A which is having limits a comma 0. This is a B. Let's see that how the force is. Now, as it is moving circular path, what is that x square plus y square? There's a path. You define some point. Coordinates of that will be x comma y. So this should be the A. So root of a square should be equal to x square plus y square. So the total force now we will make it of the form k x I cap a cube. Will I agree? K is a constant of appropriate dimensions. Let it be fine. No. Circular path A about the origin in the xy plane. But where is the displacement? Now it is quarter circular, that one. Okay, let's analyze how the force will be acting at all positions. Then we'll see mathematically can I bring it. And at point A we'll see. At point A, what is the value of x? X will be A, y will be 0, no? At point A. Value of x is A, y is 0. Look at the force Fa bar will be K A square I cap. Then at point B, x equal to 0, y equal to A. So this will be K A square J cap. So some rough idea I got it. The force here is like this. The force here is vertically up. Somewhere at point P, how the force will act. Anything, can we check it? At arbitrary point P, how it will act here? So when we move from A to B, how the force will be acting on the particle. Based on that, I can say anything about the work done. At point P, anybody? Force?
Along the radius outside.
Radially outward?
Yes, sir.
Be radially outward. You can check it. FP, that one. Okay, got this one. So everywhere the force, how it will be acting normal to the path here. So what is the path? This is the path. This is the path, whereas the force will be acting perpendicular to it. So how is the displacement? Perpendicular to the force. The force is acting perpendicular to displacement. So therefore work done is 0. Or you do one thing. We have this one, no? So you can do one thing. Integral of this will be a comma 0 to 0 comma a f bar dot dr bar. Integrate kx a cube. It's better in terms of physics. We must analyze, not just by integrating. We must really work out with the diagram, not just mathematics. That's why I just do the diagram. Then I'm coming for this. So this will be 0 comma a. What is a bar? kx a cube I cap ky a cube j cap dot integrate and see that you'll end up with 0. This is a mathematics. Huh? Okay, it's all about your mathematics, nothing to do with my physics. Physics, I just shown that one. Rest all, everything is mathematics. It should be application of math should be very strong here. That's all. Okay, I'll scroll down. Anybody taking screenshot, take this one. No, I'm introducing one more force. ER cap, he has given diagram. He's really helping us a lot. ER cap, that also he has mentioned. No. Oh, I don't know. You have to come out. I just substituted everywhere. The force is what? It is moved along the path. I think you have to read the question. It is moved along that particular specific path. The DS what happened is having work done along that path here. They mentioned path here. They mentioned path. Along that path, what is work done by the force? I think you have to read the question. You have just stick down to the F bar dot S bar. Come out of that. They have said that work done by the force along the path. I think there's a lot of meaning is there. Huh? Now, question number 9. Okay, there are two forces are there. No? One radial force, other is tangential force. Like earlier, what we had idea of this one. So work done taking the point from a comma 0 to a comma pi by 2. So again, it is something. A comma 0. A comma 0 means it will be. So where is the point? Point A will be here. This is a point A. A comma 0. This will be point B. And there are two forces acting. One radial force, other is tangential force. So what is the radial force? The radial force will be in this direction. And the tangential force will be in this direction. Now let me show that. This is the tangential force. The tangential force is what? F theta. The radial force is what? Fr. So what is the work done by this force when the particle is moved from this one? So along the particle is taken from point A on a circular path. The path is this one. I'm not moving along AB. I'm making it to move along this path. I'm writing ds. You must understand. This is a path. No. So get into the. So not xy axis here, just to make you that it's a quarter circular. We have taken this condition. So there are two forces are there, no? One F tangential. So what is the F tangential? F tangential is what? B sine theta r cube E theta cap. Work done by it will calculate. Work done by the tangential force. What should be the ds? So I'm going to write, you try to see things clearly here. F theta ds, no? Because how the force will be acting tangentially here. F theta I'm showing it, so it should be understood. The force will act tangentially here. So F theta into ds. So substitute this. This should be B sine theta. but we don't know theta and ds, we can't integrate. So what is ds? ds equal to r d theta. Theta you define. So ds equal to r d theta. So b sine theta ds equal to r d theta. Now what should be the limit when I move from a to b? The theta will vary from 0 to pi by 2, no? So here I'll put suitable limits. So b r square integral of sine theta d theta. And what is r? R is equal to a square only. The radius is r, this r is I think this everything I'll get 1, no? This will be integral of sine theta minus cos theta 0 to pi by 2. So cos pi by 2. So this will be b by a square. Similarly, let's go for work done by the, this is work done by the tangential force, work done by the radial force. Work done by the radial force. Fr ds. So everywhere how Fr will be acting? What is Fr? Fr is given b cos theta by r cube. ds is r d theta. 0 to pi by 2. Will you agree this? Shall I integrate substitute limit or something I'm missing? Anybody?
Something is missing.
Something is missing. No, you'll get non-zero. But how that force Fr will be? Everywhere, every time it will be acting normal to the path. So here cos 90 is what I should write. This cos 90 from y it has come. The angle between Fr and ds bar. Fr will be normal to the displacement. So therefore, there's no need of anything. Just you write it here. The next step you write it equal to 0. Okay, got this one. Why this cos 90? Because everywhere Fr will act perpendicular. So what is the net work done? So the net work done, what we can write it is W theta plus WR. So there should be so different types of forces will commit. So as far as physics is concerned, what happened? We should bother about what actually going on, not just like some integrate and substitute limit. We must analyze. These diagrams are very important. I'll scroll down. Anybody taking screenshot? Take screenshot. Yeah, now this is one good question I'm giving. So some centrifugal force, no? So that we are analyzing now. This red color I'll indicate it's a path. This is a path. Irregular shaped path. Let's take the diagram. So there are there's a point B and there's a point A. There's a point B, no? And what is the path? The path is telling some irregular shape. How do and what is this? And this motor platform is rotating. What is the platform? That circle is a platform. It's a rotating platform. On the rotating platform, an insect will move from A to B in irregular path. Then the insect what happened will have some mass is after m r naught square. He has given some value. That insect will have mass. So here I'll draw the insect. This is a bug. This bug what happened will move in irregular path and will reach there. The angular velocity remains constant. Find the work done by centrifugal force acting on the bug. How the centrifugal force will act? It will always act radially, no? So what is our path? Our path is somewhere like this. Huh? You can add any number of twists, no problem. This is the path. Okay, let's take the force. How the force will be acting? The force is the direction of the force here, no? Now, what is that blue color dotted lines? The direction of force. Everywhere what happens, the centrifugal force will be acting in the direction. What is the direction of these blue color arrows? The direction of centrifugal force. So everywhere it will be acting this one. So how to get the direction? So here it will be F1. So here m omega square r naught. So what about the force? How much it will be? And how much of force here will be? M omega square 2 r naught, no? And look at this. There's a centrifugal force. The blue color arrow indicates centrifugal force. So look at the angle between and this is a displacement. I think your trouble really it's a big trouble for you now. And what is the angle between that? It also varying, no? So what I do, this path, what will happen? I'll break up into two parts. One along the tangential, other radial. So the bug, what will happen? When it is at A, no? When it is A, it has reached B. This one. So when it has reached there, so here, overall path, can I break up like this? Right, some reference diagram needed. I'll help you with this one. I can just end up with answer mathematically. You find very difficult. So how the bug will start at point A. So can I break up this path? I'm just, I'll try to increase the arc length so that it will take more time. I have to draw many such a thing. Like this, you can keep on draw the arcs here. Now I'll bring the see this now. And how it will be, this will be here, it will be perpendicular. The force, no, I'll show that one. Here the centrifugal force that will be acting will be perpendicular to displacement. The displacement like this. What about here? The displacement will be in the direction of force. I think you have to really fight with the diagram, nothing to do with the concept. Now, where all the force, centrifugal force is doing work, and here I'll put 90 degrees. So everywhere open the force, you can show like this. So when the force, centrifugal force will be doing work, so here I'll put it clearly, the force will be acting radially outward. So there's an arc, it's a circle. Huh? I think you must. There's a part of all these are arcs, and where the center of this arcs will be at O. Like that I'm drawing that one. So everywhere open the force will act perpendicular to the black color path, and it will act along the blue color path. So again you check it here, it will be like this. So where all the force is doing work, only on that blue color line, no? On the black color arc, there's an arc. Arc with center at O. And what about the blue color line? Will be along radial direction. So I think this line is along radius it is measured. And what about the arc? Directed, measured along the radius. What about the arc? Arc is measured. How it is? It will be curved the center of arc with center at O. Already I think I wrote it here. Okay, no. So where the force, centrifugal force is doing work, it is doing work only in that blue color, no? When the bug is moving here, the centrifugal force will be doing work. When bug is moving like this, it will not be doing work. So it is moving in curved path. I am just assuming mathematically like this. So what is the distance? This is R0. This is 2R0, no? No, any formula can we bring? Any formula? Let me choose some arbitrary path R. So the force is what? F equal to m omega square R, no? Then dW is equal to F into dr, R0 to R0. So this should be equal to how much? What is the value of F? M omega square R dr. So final, this will be m omega square R square by 2, R0 to R0. This will be 3 R0 square will come. So what is the total work done? He has given the value of m R0 square that you substitute, and you know omega, that also he has given. So solving this will get the required answer. Okay, fine. So this is about some different types of. So our topic is that, you know, work done by the various types of forces. Okay, let me introduce to the there's about centrifugal force also. We can get this one. No, I'll bring the conservative force. I'll come to that one later on. Let me introduce to conservative forces. No. How to show conservative force, no? So here is what I'm bringing one example. How to say that a given force is a conservative force. So I will take an example of this particular thing. Find the work done by the force x square I cap plus y square j cap around the path shown. So what is the path? O, A, B, B, C, and C. Work done by this force along the closed path. Is it OA, BC a closed path? Look at once. Yes, it's a closed path, no? So what is work done by this given force in that closed path is what the question is asked. So first we'll do one thing. Work done by the force along the path OA. It should be equal to what? F bar dot dx I cap. So this should be equal to, and what should be the limit? 0, comma a. Calculate here. So what is this? This will be x square I cap plus y square j cap dot dx I cap 0, comma a. This should be equal to x square dx 0, comma a. So this will become x cube by 3 0, comma a cube by 3. Keep it here now. There's a work done along the path OA. Then along the path AB. Along the path AB means now where you are? You are at a comma 0 now, and you are moving to a comma a. So therefore the force will be x square y I cap dot dy j cap. So the limit should be now 0, comma a. So what to do with the x? Because j dot I will be 0, it will get eliminated. Or if it did not get eliminated, you should put the value of x as a here, like earlier what we did. So this will become y square dy 0 to a. This will be a cube by 3. Keep it here. Now where you are at a comma a. You are moving from b to c. So work done from b to c. What should be the limit now? I think along x it will vary, no? It should be a comma 0. Because you are moving from b to c. What will happen to x coordinate? Y coordinate will remain as it is. X coordinate will change from a comma to 0, that one. And this will be f bar dot x square y square j cap dot dx I cap. So this should be x square dx a comma 0. Substituting, we'll get this much. Similarly, work done from c comma d. C comma d again it will be a comma 0. Net work done will go for it. Net work done. WAB. WOA. I think CO, no, it is here. It's equal to 0, no? So therefore, what is net work done in closed path? OAB, OABCO is a closed path. So what is the basic definition of conservative force? Work done by conservative force in a closed path must be 0, no? Therefore, can you categorize this force as a conservative force? Yes, it is. So you choose some other path, and work done by conservative force is independent of path. So you choose the path OABCO, or you choose path OB, or OA plus AB, The net work done, what happened? Work done will be independent of path here. So what is the basic definition of conservative force? Work done in closed path must be 0. Work done is independent of path. I just gave one example here, just like, so later on now, if how to integrate in a closed, this is one method. First along OA, then along AB, then along BC, then along CO. And they just introduction. Okay, let's take example now. No. I'm directly giving an example now. Is asking us to what? Check the given force is a conservative or not. So what is the best method? I'll choose the path. Path ABC, I'll find out the work. Path AC, I'll find out the work. Path ADC, I'll find out the work. If work done is in different path, work done is same, then what you can say, it's a conservative. If the work done is different in different path, it's a non-conservative. All of you got the method? Different. So I'll directly proceed to the problem. Work done along the path ABC. For work done along path ABC, what you should do? Work done along AB plus BC. No, I'll start first with work done along the path AB. What is the force? F bar dot dx I cap. What should be the limit? 0, 1. This is very important. So you do come across frequently numericals of this kind. I dot j will cancel out, so we'll end up with 2 xy dx 0 to comma. What to do with y? What has initially you started from here, no? A to B. So what is the value of y? Y should be 1 or y should be 0, no? So in the limit, it will be 0 to, I'll write one more step, no? It'll be easy for you. What is the value of y? You should write 0, no? So therefore, the next step, what you get? Work done. So this will end up with 0. Now, why that? What do that arrow indicates? Because you should substitute the value of y. That's why it has become 0 here. Just
So your voice is
I'm helping you with this. Some voice is crackling up. Can you hear me now clearly?
Yes, sir.
Work done along the path BC. Just it's a procedure, nothing to do. There's no concept, just mathematical procedure it is. Just should follow. Now, when you're moving from B to C, what should be the limit for y? 0, 1. So I'll start like this. F bar dot dy j cap. So directly I'll write it. So this should be, okay, 2xy I cap plus y square j cap. So this should be y square dy 0 to 1. So this will be 1 by 3 after integrating. What is value of x? Actually, the value of x is how much will be there, but j dot I will become 0. No, I didn't bother to substitute anything. So let's do one thing. What is the work done by the force along the path ABC? So shall I add up? WAB plus WBC. So this should be 0 plus 1 by 3. So 1 by 3 joule. So we can't pick up this option. This is ruled out. And let's go for other path. Other path is AC, I'll take it. Work done along ADC, we'll check it. So first along the path AD, then DC. Shall I at a time integrate total? So instead of breaking up into the parts, I'll go for direct. This will be. So what should be the limit? 0, 0 to 1, 1. So this will be f bar dot dr bar. Can we directly integrate here? Can we do directly like this? Or we should do individually only? I think both are same, no? Both are same. So I'll take the next step. So this will be 2x y I cap. No, 0, 0, 1, 1. We know what is the path. So this will be, let me write 2xy dx y square dy. No, okay. How you are going to substitute? So where you are initially, you are at 0, 0, no? You are at 0, 0 and you are moving 0, 1, then 1, 1. I think I'll show the diagram. Try to see that one. First, what happened? You are at A. Try to see all of you. So first you'll move from A to D, no? So what is the limit? 0, 1 will come. So what is the, at D also, what is the value of x? X will be 0 only. Then you are moving from D to C. D to C, what happened? The value of x will change. So first you are moving along y-axis, no? Able to make it, first you are integrating along y-axis, then along x-axis here, not along first x-axis, then y-axis. Because the path is ADC. So here the big trouble will come. The students will try to put here y0 something. You have to be alert. First you should integrate along y-axis, then along axis. I'll rearrange this bracket. First the limit. So it should be 0, 0. Okay, fine. So now first the limit should be like this. 0, 1. Y squared. There is no x, though, no to problem. Integrating now where you are available, you are. So what should be the limit for
So voice is
x 0 to 1? What you should write in place of y?
I can't hear you properly.
Can you hear me now?
No, sir.
No, sir, breaking, sir.
Still breaking. Every day I think there's a second day, no? Never happened. Can you hear me? No, clearly?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, all of you looking at the, I just, because I had to show the diagram also, A, D, comma, C, all that one. With that one. So first, what should be the, after integrating, what is value of y? Shall I write y here, red color arrow? Shall I write 0 or 1? It should be 1, not 0. If it were x anywhere here, I would have wrote 0, that one. Since there is no x for y squared dy, no? So we'll end up like that. So work done along the path ADC. Y cube by 3. So this will be 1 by 3 plus. No, this should be 2 into. I'll substitute value of y as 1. The green color also I'm giving so that it will help you. And then integral of x dx, what you get? x square by 2. One step will write it, no problem. See this, so this will be 1 by 3 plus 2, the bracket. One problem, if you understand, I think you can manage. Nothing big is there. Only one problem you have to understand. X cube by 2, so this will be 1 by 2 only. Check now how much work done by the path ADC. This will be 4 by 3 joule, no?
Yes, sir.
So what was the question given? 14 by 5. So it is 4 by 3 it is in fact. So look at the work done by the force along ABC and along ADC. So I'll bring it here. Along ABC 1 by 3 joule. Along ADC it is 4 by 3 joule. So according to the definition of conservative force, work done is independent of path. But here what happened? The work done by the force depends on path. So can you say force conservative or non-conservative? It's a non-conservative. So therefore, F is a getting the method. So how to justify a force conservative, non-conservative? There's a like this. Like this, you should integrate along a path. You have to pick up a path. You have to choose a path. Okay, let's come for one more option is there, no? Work done by the force is 8 by 5 joule when particle moves along the path ABC. So work is non-conservative in nature and work done along the path AC is 1 joule. He has given one path. Work done along the path AC. What is AC? 0, like a 0, 0 to 1, 1. How to calculate work done along the path AC? Let's come back to this one. So work done along the path AC will calculate. So this should be the, what is the path? 0, 0, 1, 1, F bar dot dr bar. So strictly they are given a path for us. So what is that path? Is it a, shall I say, I'm moving along one straight line? This is again very important for you. I'll draw the respective diagram. You can see 0. There's a point C. This is A, no? And there's a path. One, 1, 0, 0. This is a path. So shall I say this path is a straight line? Let's say it is a straight line. Fine. So now what we should do in that specific path is telling. So let me write here 2xy I cap dot dy j cap 0, 0, 1, 1. So this will become integral of 2xy dx y square dy 0, 0, 1, 1. What we should do here is telling path, no? There is something you mentioned path here. So for this path, any equation can you write for this path? For path AC, any equation? Y equal to x. Why y equal to x? Because the equation of straight line, no? It makes angle 45 degree. Y equal to mx plus c. Slope is 45 degrees. So m is equal to 1. So therefore, for path, what is the equation? Y equal to x. So where all y is there, I can replace x. So this is that y, no? Now what happened? Here I replace that with x. Now I think now I can integrate. So work done along the path AC will be 0, 2 x square dx. Is asking work done along that path only. So therefore, using that, what happen? You should replace that y here. So this will become 2x cubed by 3 so this will become 2 by 3 plus 1 by 3. 1 joule. Okay, got the answer. So sometimes when they mention path, no, you have to be very careful.
Sir, we can take 2xy plus like y square as xy square, no sir. D of xy.
That you can, but is telling along that path, no?
Yes, sir. Along the path, d of xy square 0 to 0, comma 1 to 1. We'll get sir 1 joule.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, same thing. Okay, this was the answer, no? It's telling like this. Huh? Only option C is what we can pick up here. So definitely you see work done is independent, is different in different path. So what is the basic conclusion? I think somewhere here, this I'll bring it. I'll firmly conclude that not equal to. So therefore F is a non-conservative force. If the force is work done is different path, then the force is said to be non-conservative. We'll take the, yeah. So there's another path I'm bringing different. At least you'll get a basic picture now. Along ODC, look at the path. Path ODC is parabolic one. We'll check also the force, conservative, non-conservative. We already know method. So that let me go for the work done along the path ODC. There should be F bar dot dr bar. So what should be the limit? 0, 0, 1, 4. Then the force is xyi cap plus dy j cap. Zero, 0, 1, 4. This will expand it, xy dx plus x square y dy. No. That path is given, no? So what I should do is, so we have, what is the path? Path equation is this one, no? 4x squared. So what I can do is, dy is equal to 8x dx. No, in place of y, can I write 4x squared? Yes, in place of x squared, can I write y by 4? Look at the way this question is being asked. So this should be y is equal to what? I'll write 4x squared. And I'll shade it. So there, that we have replaced here. So this will be dx. And x square what? I'll write it as y by 4 y dy. Now break up the limit. This will be 4 x cube dx 0 to 1 1 by 4 y square dy 0 to 1. Calculate, you'll get the work done by that force along that path. Can we check it? This value will be 19 by 3 will come. Is it a conservative force? How to check it conservative force? We'll calculate work done along the path OAC. Then if WOAC equal to WODC, then it'll become conservative. Getting the method? Along the specific path as shown. Or you can pick up any path, OBC or OAC. So let me directly go for work done along the path OAC. So the limit will be 0, 0, 1, 4. The expansion of this will be xy dx plus x square y dy. First I'll move from O to A, no? The idea of this is, so when I'm moving from O to A, what is the value of y? Y will be 0. Path is different here. Path OAC here. So the limit will be here 0 to 1 y x dx. It is like this, x square y dy, then 0 to 4. In place of y, what I should write? In place of y, it should be 0. In place of x, I should write it as 1. So they should be equal to OAC. So in place of y, it is 0. Integral of x dx 0 to 1. This will be 1 square y dy 0 to 4. 0 plus this will be y square by 2. So this will be 4 square, 16 by 2, 8 joule. Look at work done are different, no? So therefore it's a conservative or non-conservative? Non-conservative nature. Here it is. Okay, thank you. Okay, are you able to get this one? So there's a method of finding out conservative or non-conservative. That yellow blue color I'm shading it so that it'll be easy for you what we did. So what is the work done in different path is different, no? So WODC not equal to WOAC. So therefore F is non-conservative. Almost all questions are of same type. So let me introduce to the graphs one, something very important. Remaining questions are there in that one, so you can. I'll focus on some graph problems. So here first, the graphs here. So fx graph, what that fx graph will indicate. Completed. I have to introduce the graph concept. No, various graphs. If the various graphs, if they give how to calculate the work done. The first graph is what? I'll start with the fx graph. I'll start it. So let's take a simple curve. This is the x. This is the f. Look at the force. The force is varying. So this will be 10. X is what? The displacement. So this will be 2. Let this be 4. Or S you can call this as position. I'm asking you what is the work done by this force. Initially at x equal to 0, particle is at rest. And at x equal to 4 meter, I want the velocity of the particle. mass of the block, let it be 2 kg. Go this one. So you have many other methods. So you can go back to kinematics. From kinematics, what happened? What is acceleration? You can convert this into AX graph. And if you know AX graph, you know how to calculate speed. Are you getting the idea? So here the same thing, according to Work-Ng theorem. So what is a like a Work-Ng theorem? It says initial kinetic energy plus work done equal to final kinetic energy. So work done equal to change in kinetic energy. Keep it here. Then here work done, I can also write F bar dot dx, and this is what area in fx graph. Area under the curve in fx graph will be the work done. So when you can say positive or negative, when f and x, if the force acts in the direction of displacement, so this is a path I'm showing it. So what do that path? It shows that the particle first will move from 0 to 2, then 2 to 4, not along that one. It's a not this one. The body is moving along a straight line. The force acting on it is acting in the direction. Don't think that first it will move like a 0 comma from 0 comma 0 to 2 comma 10. No, there's a fx graph, not yx graph. Are you getting this one? I'm just showing arrow that the displacement is in the direction of positive x-axis. That's why this arrow what we indicate here. So area under fx graph. So what is the area now? So the triangle plus this one. So work done from 0 to 2 half into base 2 it is 10. So this will be 10 joule. So work done by this force when the block moves from x equal to 0 to x equal to 2 meter. Then similarly, when the block moves from x equal to 2 meter to x equal to 4 meter, it is just simple like a rectangle, no? So 10 into 4 minus 2, 20 joules. So what is the net work done? So it will be 10 plus 20, 30 joule. Now we know work done. That I'll substitute here now. Work done is equal to 30. Here I'll write it. Take the formula, Work-Ng theorem. So this is how much? 30 joules. Kinetic energy of the particle at 4. That is what we have to calculate, no? And initially it was a test, put 0. So we'll get this 2. So V is root 30 meter per second. Tell me, like, is this not very easy? Or else what you should do? What is another alternative method? You should calculate the force as a function of the distance. Get it? Then integrate. Then you calculate acceleration. Then integrate. Then for 2 to 4 meter, what happened? Uniform accelerated motion. I think this is quite very simple, no? Just area under fx graph will give the work done. From the work done, change in kinetic energy. So this is something very fundamental. I'm telling you, this is very fundamental. It's a very fundamental. You must have the basic idea. Now, if the curve is there in the second quadrant or in the third quadrant, so what has to be done? Give the next condition. I'll give red color again. So let this be. So there's a force of 6 Newton. This is minus 2 Newton. Let this be 4, 6. Let this be 9. This is 10. This is again x is the position. And this is the force F. Okay, no. we have to calculate. So initially at x equals 0, initial velocity of particle 0. We have to calculate at x equal to 10 meter, what is the velocity of the particle. Let the mass of the block, let it be 2 kg. So there are two areas are there, no? There are two areas are there. So first 0 to 6 directly let come for this one. Work done by the applied force when it moves from 0 to 6 meter. This should be equal to area under the curve, area of the trapezium half into base. How much? Base is 6, no? Here. Sum of parallel sides, 6 plus 4. 10, this will be 30. So what is the speed of particle at 6? Just will try to analyze. So initial kinetic energy m0 square plus work done 0 to 6 equal to mv6 whole square. So this is 0, 30, 2 by 2 v6 whole square. So what is v6 equal to? Root 30 meter per second. Now after this, what will happen? Look at the force after this. The body is having displacement from what happened to the body? The body will move from 6 to 9 meter. 6 to 9 meter. But look at the force. It changes direction, no? So what do you expect here, no? The object will undergo retardation. But sir, here is it 4 to 6 meter acceleration or retardation? Speed is increasing. Force decreasing, acceleration decreases, but speed increases. So therefore from 0 to 6 meter, it is accelerating, so speed is increasing. But sir, force decreasing, acceleration decreasing, doesn't matter. Speed increases, acceleration. Speed decreases, retardation. After this, how the force will act? Force will be negative, no? Will act opposite to the velocity. So therefore, the speed of particle decreases. Then again, what happens? The negative force, the magnitude that decreases here. So here in this region, it undergoes retardation. The speed must decrease. So speed decreases means the work done by the force should be negative. So therefore, if area under the curve is there, if there is a curve in the fourth quadrant, so definitely what you should say, it should be, the work done should be negative here. So work done in the fourth quadrant, we'll check it. Now in the 6 to 10, we'll find out. This should be equal to area of triangle off into, I'll put negative sign. Base is how much? 4, 10 minus 6, and the height is minus 2. 4, this will be minus 2 joule.
Sir, shouldn't we take +2, sir? Because we have already considered minus.
Here. F, I'll substitute negative. What is the net work then? So now we'll go for it. So we have something, no? Speed of the object at 10 is asking. So I'll go for Work-Energy theorem. So what that Work-Energy theorem says? The Work-Energy.
There is minus 4 joules.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So Work-Energy theorem, what it says? M0 square plus work done.
Work 6 to 10 is minus 4.
6 to 10, so this will be mv10 square. Substitute all this. So this will be 0, 30, minus 4, 2 by 2. Look at this. The speed is decreasing, no? So for x equal to 0 to 6 meter, accelerated motion. 6 to 10, it's a retardation. So if the force does negative work, then that kinetic energy should decrease here. Can there be curve in the third, fourth quadrant? Yes, it can be. It's not that because the position of object can be on the left side or right side of origin. The force can be positive too. That's why here in the fx graph, you'll get curves in everywhere. All 4 quadrants, the curve is possible. Okay, this is about the fx graph. If they give xt graph, can we position versus time graph? Can we say anything about the work done? already you have come across graphs like this. No. This is a timer. What about the work done by the force as it moves from O to A, B to C, C to D, and D? Just work done. I'm just asking positive or negative. How from XT graph can we say work done? From position versus time graph, can you calculate the slope? So look at the slope for this. If you calculate slope in position versus time graph, what do you get? You'll get this velocity, no? Or the speed. So look at the slope from O to A increasing. So therefore the speed is increasing. So work done by the object on from O to A will be positive. What about A to B? Slope constant. If slope constant, then path OA, I think I'll write it here. Path OA, speed increases. Slope increases, positive slope increases. Slope increases, so therefore V increases. What is the reason for that? What do you mean by slope here? Slope is equal to dx by dt is equal to V, no? Finish over. Now path AB, slope constant. So therefore V constant. If V constant, no change in speed, so what is work done? Will be 0. For path BC, slope decreases, no? Slope decreases means what does it mean? The speed decreases. Speed decreases means kinetic energy decreases. So work done will be negative. What about CD? Magnitude of slope we are bothered about, because what is the speed? Speed is magnitude of slope. So what's happening to slope when you move from C to D? Slope will increase. I think you should not bring your mathematics into picture here. I'm asking magnitude of slope. So speed in fact increases. So work done here C to D will be positive. What about D to E? The negative slope decreases, the magnitude decreases. Path D, slope. Don't think in terms of mathematics now, you know enough of kinematics, everything. So what about path C, D, E? It will change direction of motion, that's all here, no? Here velocity for O to C, velocity positive means for C to E, the velocity will be negative. So they should be negative. So if they give XT graph, can you position versus time graph? Yes, there's a method of predicting about the work done. Sir, if they give directly the VT graph, can we say about the work done? Directly the speed versus time graph. Work done positive or negative? So I'll give a graph like this. This is a 10. And this is -1. This is 2. This 4. Now, can you say anything about the work done? Directly look at initial value, how much it is. Initial speed is how much? 10 meter per second. Finally, how much? 5 meter per second. What happened? The speed decrease, no? Network done positive. Network done negative. Finish or nothing to do. At t equal to 0, what is the speed? 10 meter per second. At t equal to 4 seconds, what is the speed? 5 meter per second. Look at the speed increase or decrease? Decrease. So network done negative. So what all you'll get it? the development straight away, if they give speed versus velocity versus time or speed versus time, directly look at the speed there. From where to where is asking. Look at directly the speed. Look at the initial final speed. Final speed more than initial speed, work done positive. Final more than initial speed, work done positive. Final speed less than initial speed, work done negative. XT graph, you have to look at the slope. If they give AT graph, if they give acceleration time graph, I think we have to work out. We have to calculate the interval of time, because from AT graph, we cannot say anything, but we can find out the speed. Because from AT graph, what you get? The area under AT graph will give change in speed. Once you know speed, then you can say about the work done positive, negative. So you have to work out even the graphs. Even for this week, the graphical things also there. So tomorrow we'll focus more on such all different types of numerical. So today, what happened? You come across the conservative, non-conservative forces, different types of forces, how the work done, and the generalized method, what you learned, and also some graphs I introduced. So try to work out all different things, because tomorrow evening, no, you get very less time to prepare for Saturday exam. So maximum today only graphs, different types of forces, work done, conservation of mechanical energy, work energy theorem. All related to this, you try to put effort. Vertical circular motion next week. I posted syllabus, no, again. It's there in the syllabus clearly mentioned.
Sir, it is there for this week. Sir.
No, next week it will be there. Okay, fine. So we'll continue tomorrow. Okay, thank you all of you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you all of you. Take care. Bye. See you.
Thank you.